Friends, now I'm going to teach you how to write the alphabets. Are you ready? A. One slanting line, another slanting line, and a sleeping line makes alphabet A. Slanting line, another slanting line, and a sleeping line makes A. Let's write again. A. Now let's write B. Standing line, curve, another curve makes B. Standing line, curve, another curve makes alphabet B. B. Now let's write C. A curve is called C. This is C. C. Now we will write D. Standing line and a curve makes D. Again, standing line, a curve makes D. Standing line and a curve makes D. Isn't it simple? Now let's learn how to write E. One standing line, one sleeping line, another sleeping line, and a small sleeping line in between makes E. One standing line, one sleeping line, one more sleeping line, and a small sleeping line makes E. One standing line, one sleeping line, another sleeping line, and a small sleeping line makes alphabet E. Isn't it simple? Now we will write alphabet F. One standing line, one big sleeping line, and a small sleeping line. One standing line, one big sleeping line, one small sleeping line makes F. One standing line, one big sleeping line, one small sleeping line makes alphabet F. Now we will write alphabet G. A curve and a small sleeping line makes alphabet G. A curve and a small sleeping line makes alphabet G. Isn't it simple? We'll see one more time. A curve and a small sleeping line makes alphabet G. It's time to write H. One standing line, one sleeping line, one more standing line makes H. One standing line, one sleeping line, one more standing line makes, now you tell me, yes, H. One standing line, one sleeping line, one more standing line makes H. Now we are going to write a very simple letter, I. Just a standing line makes I. I. A simple standing line makes I. Now we will write J. Sleeping line, standing line with a small curve makes J. Sleeping line, standing line with small curve makes J. One more time. Sleeping line, standing line and curve makes J. It's time to write K. A standing line, a cross line up and a cross line down makes a K. Okay? A standing line, a cross line, one more cross line makes a K. A standing line, a cross line up and a cross line down makes a K. Now we will write one more simple letter. L. A standing line and a sleeping line makes L. A standing line and a sleeping line makes L. A standing line, and now you tell me. Yes, a sleeping line is L. Now we will write M. Standing line, a cross line or a slanting line. One more cross line or a slanting line. Again standing line makes M. Standing line, a cross line. One more cross line and a standing line makes M. Standing line, a cross line. One more cross line and a standing line makes what? M. Now we will write N. A standing line, a cross line and a standing line makes N. A standing line, cross line, another standing line makes N. A standing line and a cross line with another standing line makes what? N. Friends, it's time to write O. And you know what? O is like a ball. Round and round, just like a ball is O. 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 Isn't it simple? O. It's time to write P. P for parrot. Standing line and a curve makes P. Standing line and a curve makes P. Standing line and a curve makes P. Now we are going to write Q. Q is just a O with a crossed line. Isn't it simple? Q. 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 Now we are going to write R. Standing line, a curve with a crossed line makes R. Standing line, a curve with a crossed line makes what? R. Now your turn. You tell me. Which line should I draw? A standing line. Right. Now a curve. Very good. And now a crossed line. Excellent. R. Okay. Now we are going to write S. You know this curve? You even know this curve. So now we are going to do some magic. This curve and this curve makes S. This curve and this curve makes S. So this is letter S. Now it's time to write P. A sleeping line, a standing line is T. A sleeping line, a standing line is T. Now you tell me the lines. Yes. Sleeping line, standing line is T. Okay, now we will draw a simple curve which is known as U. See carefully. U. U. U stands for umbrella. U. And now we are writing V. A cross line, another cross line makes V. A cross line, another cross line makes what? V. A cross line, another cross line is V. Now it's time to write W. You know, children, when we join two V's together, it makes a W. This is one V, this is another V. Now we'll join both the V's and we get W. V and V, W. Isn't it a magic? W. Now we are going to draw two crossed lines. So that makes X. One cross line, another cross line. X. Cross line and cross line. X. Cross line and cross line is what? I can't hear you. X. That's right. Now it's time to write Y. First, draw a V and join it by a standing line. V joined by standing line is Y. Y. And now friends, it's time to write our last letter. Z. Yes, you are right. Z for zebra. A sleeping line, a cross line, and a sleeping line makes Z. Okay, now you tell me. A sleeping line. Okay, now what's next? A cross line. And a sleeping line makes Z. Sleeping line, cross line, sleeping line, Z.